It's day number 22 for Vlogtober. Okay, it is 6:30. Listen, today's is one of those days. Okay, got up, did a bunch of stuff. Still not feeling the best. My back is still hurting, so we're just gonna make it work. So I wanted to try to make some popsicles today. Because one, I've never actually made pumpkin popsicles, and I never actually had. Right? I don't know if it's a thing, but we are gonna try making this thing. So, few things. I started my sourdough loaf because I am going to make the bread in the morning. Because again, I'm practicing. So I started the loaf, resting for about 30 minutes at the timer going. So we're gonna see what becomes of it. That's not the full dough, by the way. That is flour, water, and salt. Right? So we're letting it rest for 30 minutes, roughly, here at room temperature. It's the same recipe that I used with the bread that I had, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cold proof it overnight in the fridge and hope that helps it. So we'll see. And I fed bread last night around this time actually, and he peaked earlier, so we're gonna be using it. A tall is here. He's pretty healthy, pretty strong guy. So once this is fully rested, then I will mix it up. Now, as for the pumpkin, let's me why I do this. The pumpkin um, popsicle, we're winging it, okay? We are winging it. I've never made it, never had it. So I don't know if it's a thing or not. And yes, I'm now getting everything right because I just right. So we're gonna operate with the that. So this is it. The pumpkin we're gonna be using. We're gonna add some maple syrup. This is I went to the maple farm to get this. Like we did a tour in December. Really good place. Um, delicious. I love this maple syrup. It's like really, really good. So there's that. What else do I need? So we need pumpkin, we need coconut milk, and maple syrup. I'm just looking at my recipe here. We need some vanilla, some spices, and some salt. Don't work. When you think about it, uh, is this something that is something that if I put it in my mouth, I'm not gonna. It's gonna taste like I'm eating a pumpkin pie. It's gonna be thick together. So these are questions that I have. So we're just gonna hang out until I get whatever I need to get done completed. So I'm just gonna refill my vanilla extract. I made this back in 2021. This is what we have. So I'm just filling it up. I have different containers for my beans. I like using homemade stuff. Very delicious. Are we just refilling that before we start? Okay, just hang until everything is truly good. Now for the leftover beans that I have in here, I am definitely going to probably dry them out and then add them to my sugar to do that. I'll just start making a brand new vanilla beans. Well, so for this, essentially we need to blend everything together. Or I'm gonna move this. We're supposed to blend the pumpkin, the coconut milk, the sweetener, the spices, and the vanilla. Should I actually the flavors together? I know it's gonna work. No. I actually essentially you should be using full fat coconut milk. I don't particularly like this brand, but it's what I have. So I'm gonna just oh, hope you guys had a really good day. I'm kind of just getting my day started, so so oh, I don't even have an opener. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't have an opener. Jeez. Okay, we're about to open this one nice. If you've never done this, don't try this out, please. If you've never done it, don't do it. So I want to open the milk, get that out of the way. Actually, don't have an opener. I forgot to buy a replacement. Uh, Can you see that? I don't even want to show you this. It's a really bad habit. A very bad habit. If you don't have an opener, you can use a really, really sharp paring knife. Out. It can you can do it neatly, or you can do it with me. Doesn't need much. You just need an opening. You can kind of- Essentially, that's what you need. Nothing special. I am gonna dump these things. I need about 300 grams, and this is about 400 grams. Something in the container that it's gonna stay in the fridge. You might want to shake it up before you actually open the can. That way, all the fat is distributed and you have no issues. Hi, Clara. Sorry, what's your name? Sierra. Hi, Sierra. Sorry about that. I was. How are you doing today? Okay, so this is the milk that I've had. It's the coconut milk. Now, I really didn't want to do a whole bunch of dishes, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna use this, and the blender. Okay, so take this to that. Uh, we're gonna now. I've never made this before, so I don't know what to expect. From the Popsicle because it's super. It's pumpkin. Pumpkin is thick, so I don't even know what is this. I don't even know what to expect. Okay, we're gonna add 300 grams of the coconut milk. I think if you have it's full fat coconut milk, by the way. But if you have coconut cream, maybe that can work. I don't know yet. But we're gonna add about 300 grams of this. For me, I probably use the entire thing. Because 100 grams, I don't think that's gonna make a big difference. So we'll see. We're gonna add 300 grams of the coconut milk. And then for the pumpkin puree, this is what I made on live stream. This is homemade. Uh, So good. It's already cooked, so I think it's fine. About 180 grams, which is about 3/4 cups. Yeah. And the coconut milk is about 1.25 cups. Lord, please make this work. 180 grams. You have to make some more pumpkin puree later in the week. Okay. There we go. Okay. Honestly, girl, I hate tea. Okay, so we have our pumpkin puree, our coconut milk, I put some salt. Razzle, that's the actually we're gonna add the salt last. Add some vanilla extract, the one that I just filled up. I am gonna add 1 tablespoon because why not? Just listen. We go. So no, I don't have any kind of confidence in my ability in this one. So because I just don't want to eat old pumpkin. So 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then I'm gonna use this, but use whatever you have. If you use honey or maple syrup, but I'm using maple syrup, we're gonna add about 45, maybe 50. It's anywhere between 45 to 60 grams. I think 40, 50 might be all right, I'm done. That's 60 grams. I'm done. You can add anywhere between 45 to 60 grams of maple syrup. I am attempting to make pumpkin popsicle. Because it's pumpkin season, why not, right? That's what I'm attempting to make. Now, I was gonna put wait, why is this like this? I was gonna put 45 grams, but 60 grams went in instead. So we're gonna make it work. Okay, you can see it. Okay, good. So we have that here. We have the vanilla in here. We get the salt, yeah. Spices. Now, I'm more inclined to use like straps than the actual dried spice. I don't know why. But like no problem. I don't want it to be black. I have but I only have cinnamon. I have not. So I'm having a full extract. I think because I know what it's like to have that gritty taste, and I don't think blending is gonna get rid of it. Oh, and see if I had some fresh ginger, I would have added the fresh ginger. These are good. I don't want it to be gritty. I'm gonna put my way. Now here's the thing. Pumpkin spice, right? So you have to get the spices that give you like pumpkin spice flavor. So cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, uh, allspice. Why don't you smell like cinnamon? Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh wait. This you know what? Why these things? So I made my own cinnamon strap. Listen, everything is going haywire because why is there skin inside? Do you see this? What? choose. Do have to go through all my stuff. These are things that I use for baking practice, but questionable. Girl, I already know. I already know. I know. Okay, this smells good. I mean, it's just sitting in alcohol. Right? Okay. 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 See this one. Okay. So I'm gonna add 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg extract. And then I'm gonna do 1/8 teaspoon cinnamon. Here's the thing. That's the only thing. I don't for me, it's the I know what it's like if there's grainy substances left over in here, right? Well, this is not even enough to fill my cavity for my popsicle. But we're gonna see. Gonna add the salt. Now the salt, you can go anywhere from a pinch to a 1/4 teaspoon. But salt amount depends on your mixture, right? So if your mixture is larger, like if this is double, you'll definitely be using like 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. I don't know. So let me taste this. For me, it's already too thick, so I'm gonna. It is really good. Really good. I feel like I need a little more pumpkin, but anyway. Okay. So flavor wise, it's good. It's still missing a little something. Like there's something that needs to be put in here for it to have like an oomph, right? I personally think I'm gonna just add 400 grams. So we've got 300 grams, 400 grams. I will definitely write out the recipe after, don't worry. But sometimes we gotta wing it. We gotta wing it up. Okay, see, that's a lot better. Now, it's missing something. It needs that one thing, and I don't know what it needs. It needs a boost right now because I'm getting the coconut, I'm getting the pumpkin. Maybe it actually just needs the actual. I feel like the ginger would put it over the top. That's a big crack. So, hmm, I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. I miss the perfection. I wonder if I add like maybe like 10 grams more of pumpkin. That's gonna give me the I'm looking. It's not round. The flavors aren't rounding up or up wherever. Mm, okay, I'm gonna pull it into the. We're not gonna go lacto. It's gonna be. It's missing something. because it has nice flavor, nice texture. I think it's like, think of like a creamsicle, but I just know I don't want the grittiness of the spices. So when we blend this, because we're blending this, okay? When we blend this up, I mean, to be honest, this could be it. But because I'm adding the spices, we're gonna blend it up to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Don't have any residual anything left over. Okay, so we have that. We are gonna add in a little bit of fresh nutmeg and some fresh cinnamon. Yeah, it's chaos over here, okay? For chaos. Pure. Okay, okay, let's be professional now. Mm. I don't know. Now blending is definitely gonna add some air into it. A lot more than whisking. Okay, we're coming together. We're coming together. We added cloves, we added some fresh nutmeg, just a pinch. Not even enough to fill the not even to what's that thing called? Full your teaspoon. Okay? That's a pinch. We're gonna add some fresh cinnamon. Well, I'm grating the cinnamon. This one you might need just a little bit. I don't know. I'm by myself, so I don't know what voice you're hearing. Not a big back snap. It's healthy. Okay? Coconut is good for you, so is pumpkin. Healthy snack right there. Maple syrup is also good for you, okay? Okay, there we go. Flavors are rounding out. So cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of cloves. For full pumpkin spice feel, you need some ginger. Now, if I had fresh ginger, I would use it. I suggest you use fresh ginger. I'm just using dry because it's what I have. Mm, I'm so concerned. That's a big fat snack, bro. Ginger, not a lot. Just a smidgen. Just enough. Maybe a pinch, honestly. Just a little bit. And we're gonna mix this, and then we're also gonna blend it because, like I said, because of all the spices, I don't want anything. Okay, perfect. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Now, I'm still doctoring. We are still. This is the only thing I'm gonna measure. We're still doctoring. So we added. I'm writing it down. Instead of 300, we did 400. So we did the whole can of the coconut milk, right? Because essentially, I want to be able to eat this and make it taste like a creamsicle. Like, oh my gosh, that is so good. And not it's just pumpkin and coconut. Add some pumpkin, some additional pumpkin. I'm thinking this is gonna be enough. This is 20 grams right here, extra. 30 grams. Okay, that's close. So that's about 30 grams extra. Let's listen, I already started. I already started. Okay, Brett, let's see. We're gonna be with you in a second. All right, see the color got a little deeper. It's looking like this is it. We're gonna take this. This is figuring it out. Okay, that's it right there. Oh, I think we have it. Yeah. Yeah. The flavors. I think we got it. So what is gonna happen is I'm gonna blend this, like I said. Then we are going to put it in the mold. The mold is gonna go into the freezer, and obviously you're not gonna see it until tomorrow morning. That's even better. At first I was like, ooh, that might be too much salt. But no, it actually makes it taste a lot creamier. Yeah, I'm here for all of this. I feel like if you can make pumpkin popsicles, no, I'm about to make some sweet potato popsicles. You already know that's what's about to happen. So, yeah, 30 more grams. Okay, there we go. Okay, looks like it's working. Now I'm going to blend this up because the bread can move. Because I'm prepping all of this for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we have bacon popsicle reveal. So we're gonna blend this now. Now, if you don't have a blender, don't feel bad. You don't necessarily have to blend this up. It's already there. It's already smooth. Already in here. It's already smooth, right? Yes, because I'm not a texture person. I don't eat popsicles. I don't want nothing grainy. If you want to strain it, you can. You can do whatever you want. Just like a smooth, tasty product. It's what I do. But like, there. Okay, if this is loud, my apologies. Okay, and what you think? Uh, this guy, 5 volts, bars. I want to. I feel like this is supposed to be like unicorn stuff, but these are smaller than the bars. So I think these are going to be really good. Fingers crossing. So we're gonna that. We're just gonna pour. If you have a food processor, you could. You can use a food processor as well too. Basically, what I'm saying is use whatever you got. Don't discriminate. You can use what you have until you get better. I'm a spatula. Why do you have a spatula? Want a specific one for this one. Girl, you wear glasses. You're supposed to see. Now, I'm trying to get all the good stuff out. So from your pumpkin puree, obviously you are still gonna get like bits and pieces of pumpkin. I'm not talking about chunks. I'm just talking about remnants of pumpkin. So that's why sometimes blending it helps. It should be okay. Not a good time. I am gonna scrape it down. I'm telling you why I'm doing this too, because all that juice just went up and that still has chunks. There's nothing worse. Not chunks, just little bits and pieces. I want to make sure everything is good. Don't tempt me to put more liquid in, okay? Relax. Yes, I talk to my food all the time. Okay, we in a relationship together. Gotta have conversations with it. Okay, that is looking better. Now, my only concern, I'm questioning myself if I should strain it. I don't know what this is gonna look like if I strain it. It might look like it has no body and flavor and soul, but it's looking good. Flavor is good. I'm good with that. We're we're gonna wing this, and we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna now pour it into our popsicle molds. Now these are already cleaned stuff. So you say strain it. Because the thing is, if I strain it, I just have a sneaky suspicion if this is strained, like the body of it is gonna be missing. Like I just really feel like, and I think that in order for this to be like a really good popsicle, it's gonna need the body. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Got a bunch of dishes. So I'm getting another bowl. Oh wait, this out. Washing two big bowls happening today. We ain't gonna do that today. Just wipe it this out. Okay, so we're gonna strain half, a little bit, and then we are gonna, see how my brain works? Are we using this strainer or are we using the title one? I feel like don't look at that. Don't ask me what that is. I feel like we should use this one versus this one. This one has big holes and everything's just gonna probably just fly through. Gonna, gonna hope for the best. Oh, I'm so silly. I should have just used the measuring cup. Yo, all the bodies. Look at this. All the body. Body. At this point, this should just be juice. For real, for real. Yeah, like this. Look at this. The juice. That's the body. It's okay. We're doing it to see how it goes. We are gonna dump this back into here because on the better. Essentially, we're probably gonna get one full popsicle for this bag. Like, look at this whole body right there. That's some real juice. That's some juice. Yeah, I should have put this in a small measuring cup. That's some liquid stuff. Straining it might be like really good idea, but that's really all the body. Because I think the strained one might be icier versus the one without being strained on the body. Because this is all the good stuff. Maybe I used the wrong strainer. Sorry, what you say? Yeah, it has spirals. So this is a closer look at it, like spiral. So technically should work. Okay, so this is not straight. This is straight, and we're gonna try to fill one cavity, and then probably like 3 popsicles. Like I can't. What trying to make popsicles? Okay, all of that. No, why? Come on, go back in there. Let me add water to this. Somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Use your measuring cup, guys. Be like me. Yay. We're gonna do one. I do one. Is that a pump? No, no. Be too much. You know too much. But at least we had a popsicle on the ground. Yo, stop eating. Yo, we're in science class. Okay? It's a whole science class right now. There we go. Damn. Liquid back in. We're only gonna do one. And watch that one be the best one. Because what I had in here was not gonna be enough to fill a second cavity and stuff. So we're gonna fill these guys here. See what we got. What you say? See, and her big bag snacks. This even pours differently. The straining might be best. But then what do you do with the pulp? Right? So, let's make sure. And now we'll see. Oh, it might be enough for all of them. What? Oh, it's on the estimate what I have. I don't even understand this. But we're gonna hope for the best. Because if this happens, I'm telling you right now, if this works, definitely popsicle. Banana squash popsicle. Gee, you already know. The funny thing is, this is not enough for a full one. How dare it be enough? How dare you be rude? The way how what's that? Scrape, 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 and moving down so that everything can But first of all, why does this look like cornmeal? Like the madness. Is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? Yes. Okay. No. Enough. Go move to work. Grape, grape, drain. Listen, make it work. This is surgery. Good, clean surgery fun. And a little more. See? Perfection. Surgery. Yo, there's always a way, okay? I know some people are like, yeah, I'll make sure I'm getting everything. I want to have enough. Should be good. I'm just cleaning up the sides. This one's good. I only got one. Where's mine? 48 count and you got one. Where's my 12? Oh yeah, I improvise all the time. Improvise all the time, okay? I gotta do what I gotta do to make whatever I need to make work. Okay, we're gonna put the caps on and then we're gonna freeze them. Right? So these guys have a lip where the cap actually sits. And I wanted to make sure I had enough um, pumpkin in there. Reason being, you can see what's wet and what's not, right? That's gonna be the space. That's gonna be how much space we have. Chilling in the popsicle. I'm gonna have to improvise with my picture taking skills. I like to make sure my popsicles don't have spaces between them, but sometimes we don't have enough. It is okay. Right? You can push it down, but if you push it down, you run the risk of actual. You can't go on any further just because there's a lip. So they all are gonna look the same, except this one. This one has like an overflow, which is fine. But they're all gonna have the same amount, which is okay. And we have two extras that we didn't fill. So now I know. One that was on this one is the one that we strained. These guys, no strain. We're gonna put it in the fridge. Freezer. Random stuff happening. We're gonna put it in the freezer on my put on this. This is my ice tray. We're just gonna put it on here, lined up perfectly, and we're just gonna freeze it overnight. So, you want to see the results of our. Thank you. It's supposed to lay flat, okay? Okay, see. Okay, so to see the results of the popsicles, we're back here tomorrow morning because it needs time to freeze, right? It is. Um, ma'am, can I put my order in, please? I want some carrot cake, overnight oats. Is it carrot cake overnight oats? Yes. And lemon pistachio granola. You know, I just feel like we're gonna be kicked back until the end of time. Okay. Now that I have that out of the way, I'm also prepping my bread that I'm gonna try to bake tomorrow. So right now, the dough, this is starting of the dough, the amalus, what they call it. That is just the flour, water, and salt. All right. So tomorrow morning we are back here, and you are gonna see the pumpkin popsicles because they need time to rest. I'm also making bread with yeah, my child. Sourdough, he peaked earlier today. He was high. I was trying to get to him before it actually started to fall, but it is what it is. Now, I refreshed this yesterday. This is what it's looking like. Right here, I mixed in salt, flour, and water. I'm using the same recipe that I did with the bread that I showed you guys. The picture is on my community tab. But I am going to try and do it a little differently. Gonna leave it overnight in the fridge to proof. And we're gonna see if that makes a difference. But essentially, I'm trying to perfect this recipe because I know the recipe works. So when you come tomorrow, we're gonna have a reveal. Bread's gonna be baking, gonna be eating popsicles, like just one of those things. But I just wanted to share this because I mean, you share everything when it comes to sourdough, so why not this? So now I'm gonna add in my actual starter to this, and we're gonna mix it together. And then I'm going to let it rest. The place is cold, so I do probably have to let it like turn my oven on, warm it up in here, just so that I can get all that going. This is a whole production. Okay, I'm gonna add my starter. I'm also not giving you the recipe as yet. Why? Because it's a work in progress. This one is top shelf, top secret. And I'm still working on it. I can't give you something that's not like final. So again, I refreshed my starter yesterday. And he completely grew a lot, significantly. He smells amazing. Right? So I'm gonna add in my starter. Go back to that page. And I already added the salt because from my knowledge, salt kills yeast. Yeast. I don't think you want your yeast dying, right? So I would prefer you to mix your yeast, your salt, first, then adding it with the starter. But you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna add my starter amount. You're looking good. You're looking healthy, Freddie. It smells delicious too. Oh my gosh, that was the right amount. Nice. That's right. So I'm gonna also let it sit for another day, and then I'm gonna refresh again. But I don't refresh very often because I don't bake bread very often. I make a lot of stuff, just not bread. We mostly use this card over here. There's tons of sourdough videos on my channel. So now we're gonna mix this. The issue that I had the last time was I don't think I mixed it long enough. I don't mix by hand. I use my mixer. And because it's sourdough, I tend to want to treat it differently, but it's no different than regular bread. And I feel like you need to mix it properly to ensure gluten develops. Right? And I don't think I mixed it. So instead of like 5 to 6 minutes, it might be like 8 to 10 minutes or even more. Right? So I think so. So I'm gonna try to see if I can work on this recipe. Get it going. There we go. I just want to make sure you guys get, you know, top plate axes. Don't fall now. There we go. See, you ain't gonna unbig that back, girl. You just said overnight carrot cake oats and pistachio granola with some chocolate. Add some chocolate to that. What? So I'm gonna mix this in. Once I'm done mixing completely, I'm gonna let it sit for 4 hours. I'm gonna do a stretch and fold, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. For, so I was looking at the oh, 80% said I didn't know it was a thing. Neither did I until I started to try it. You know what? I'm done. You just be all over the place. I like to make sure things are where they need to be. Can you hear me now? So I'm gonna use a bowl scraper. You can use spatula, you can use whatever you have, but I'm using a bowl scraper to actually get it from being stuck at the bottom. Make sure everything is like all. Because the thing is, if I make this bread the second time, this way, slight alteration, same recipe, but technique is a little different, and I'm still having issues, then I know I have to change my ingredients. Because right now, I am using all-purpose flour. And all-purpose flour does not have the same protein as bread flour. So it's a little iffy. We'll see. Yeah, it's a whole funky episode over here, of course. You're going to have the best fun and the most fun. Best product. So we're just mixing in. Looking better. So I think I didn't mix it long enough the last time. So there's that. Now, if this was regular bread, I am gonna treat it. That's why I think my problem is I'm gonna treat sourdough like regular bread because you have yeast up in you. Okay. When I mix my bread, even if my dough is soft like this, I mix until I get a nice window pane. Because right now it's so little sticky. The window pane is coming through, but it's still shaggy. You can see that, right? It's still a shaggy dough. You kind of want to mix it until it's nice and smooth. Now, does this apply to sourdough? I'm still learning, so I don't know. We're about to find out. I'm not adding any more flour because sometimes I'm tempted to because I know how the dough is supposed to look and all that stuff. But I'm excited for the popsicles. I'm excited for the popsicles for sure. Have a good old time. It's surprising. 20% of people say that they had this before. Oh, we're prepping our sourdough bread to bake tomorrow. So we're mixing the dough for the sourdough. I'm retrying my recipe. So we're mixing this dough up tomorrow. And then once it's proofed and everything, we're gonna bake it possibly live. Okay, so it feels like it's coming together. So soft, but not as shaggy. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm perfecting my recipe. And I have the time now to do it, so why not? And I have to also make some more pumpkin puree, so I'm gonna probably bake that tonight and let it cool and do it again tomorrow. Because we're out and we need it. Because I ate my sourdough bread with my pumpkin puree. Perfection. I don't know if this is me from your side. Yeah, I'm gonna trust my face is in face. I feel like I have to trust my face. Not a lot. Something about this recipe that so the flour amount that I have in here is a significant amount. Because they can't even say that. Because I make bread with all sorts of flour. I have to trust my baker's instinct. I do. I have to trust it and treat sourdough as though. Right? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm just mixing this up. We're gonna rest it, and then every hour, I'm gonna rest it for 4 hours. I do have some work that I want to catch up on, so it'll give me time to actually catch up on the work and not waste my time doing nothing. We'll see. Because I was just iffy when I made it the first time because it was so soft, but it's like, huh, not mixing in. But it is. It's just gonna take a longer time. But you know me and my friend. No, just plain. Just plain. Wanna perfect the plain first. Because I have a recipe for the cinnamon raisin already, which is good to go. But I need a plain one. And then we'll work our way up to inclusion of other kinds. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. And I baked it in a tabletop oven. And I feel like I didn't have a lot of space because I wanted to go up, but up was touching the burner. So we'll see. But I also don't press the big up. Okay, this is looking good. Also, a trick for you. If your dough is super sticky, you can wet your hands like nicely. You can also add a little flour to your hands, but water gets a little better. Okay. So can you see this? It's not ready yet. It's breaking. Still breaking. But again, if you have water on your hands, it won't stick as much. But it's still shaggy. And I know when you do like the foil folds or the stretching folds, you also develop more gluten. I just want to give it a head start right here. I'd be wrong, but that's what I'm. Mm, I think it's looking good. I don't think it'll ever come off the bottom. Right? Again, wet your hand. If it is too sticky, it is 100% good. No, I think bread's my therapy. I enjoy baking bread. Like I'll bake anything, but bread, that's where I'm in the zone. I can look and tell you something's wrong. Tell you what you need to add. I have a different relationship with bread. Let me close this curtain because you ever look at your reflection in the curtain and you think somebody's looking back at you? I see those movies. Okay, so that's what you got. Come on, get up off the bottom. You can do it. There we go. Much better. Your dough is also looking smooth. Now, pulling, I can tell still slightly shaggy. but more developed, lots more. So, maybe, yeah, a lot more development, and it looks more uniform than when it was last time. So I'm gonna finish here. I'm gonna let it rest. I'll do all of it, you know, and it's already baked. That's the popsicle, and then possibly the summer. I was even thinking about doing funnel cake. Girl. That's a good one. I might steal that, but that's a good one. So I'm not gonna steal it. That's a good one. Okay, so I am gonna use my judgment and take this off here. So for the next 4 hours, don't be. So the next 4 hours, I am going to do some stretch and folds. But I wanted to show you, this is what the dough looks like starting. It, it is loose, but by the time I do like my stretch and folds, it should be stronger. I mixed it a lot longer this time, and we should be good. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is together. And we're gonna. So for the next 4 hours, and it's just gonna be chilling here. Now I probably have to put my oven on because it is chilly in this house. So we know what. And the heat is on, so I don't even think when I did it the first time, it was way too cold to improvise the last part. But we are gonna make this work. Start my timer. It's on for 4 hours. So the next couple of hours, I am going to be doing some stretching folds, making this work. What, 7:50? 7:40. That clock the same time. That is supposed to be 5 minutes fast. Okay, so that's the bread. We have that. It's out of the way. It's done. We are going to be able to check it over the next couple of hours and then make it work. I see. All right. Tomorrow, we're back here. We're gonna look at the popsicles, make sure it works. And then you already know it's a thing. Okay? The whole thing. Bake the bread, however long it takes. Um, and then we'll come up with something else. We're gonna be hanging out in the kitchen. Okay? That's really what it is. We're gonna be in the kitchen. And it's probably gonna be in the afternoon after everything is all said and done. But that was it. This was fun because we tried something new and I'm hoping that it works. We'll see. So we're back here tomorrow. If you are new, this is Vlogtober. We are doing it live. So every day for the month of October, we're going live. We're back here tomorrow for day 23. For day 23. We'll see what we get into. Could be in the kitchen, could start in the kitchen, could end somewhere else. Could start somewhere else, end in the kitchen. Who knows? But that is it. Tell the kids I say hi, T, and I want some food. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Mr. Perfection. You already know it's a vibe. I will see you guys tomorrow.